I am in charge of my own weight loss. I can eat whatever I want. They do provide, somewhat healthier meals, but they don't have very many options.
So, Tammy Slaton, 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 4, Episode 2. And this is the episode that will be airing later on tonight, obviously US time. But of course, anyone that's got Discovery Plus, you get it already. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, when I hear Tammy literally say the words, I can eat what I want, I want you to let me know, what do you think? When you hear Tammy Slaton say those words, I can eat what I want, while she's in rehab, tell me, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? And I bet the majority of you will say exactly what I'm thinking. But hey, man, before we continue with exactly what went down with Tammy this week on on 1,000 Pound Sisters. I don't know why I say that, 1,000 Pound Sisters. Season 4, Episode 2. Please make sure you start off by hitting that subscribe button and smashing the like button. But let's get into it.
Get the salad bar, but I don't want to live off salads. So it's hard to stick to a 100% healthy diet.
I mean, listen, as we look at Tammy Slaton right now in this caption, shall I say, at the end of the day, trust me when I tell you, none of us expect you or even believe you'd be able to stick to a 100% healthy diet. But are you supposed to stick to a 100% healthy diet? No, you are not. Can you? Absolutely. You know what I mean? I mean, my diet, to be honest with you, it is 99% healthy, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Okay? Just a little 1% there where it's not. And that's a rare 1%, to be honest with you. But that is me, because obviously I'm different like that. But for some people, they need or want to have the luxury of having a bit of both worlds, which is good. Like I said, I have the best of both worlds too. I just don't have the other world as much per se. You know what I mean? But to be fair, it's only because when I eat fast food, I just feel like garbage, and that's why I'm just like, it's not worth it, you know what I mean? But that's just me. But either way though, what Tammy shouldn't be doing is expecting herself to have a mindset that tells her, I have to be 100%. There's nothing wrong with being 80% healthy and then 20% not, you know what I mean? Depending on who you are, what size you are at this moment in time, and your height, and all the other factors that come into place. But anyway, if you're on a weight loss journey, don't think that you have to be 100% healthy, because that's probably going to mess you up mentally, you know what I mean? Unless, of course, you got a therapist and he's helping you out, he or she's helping you out with that process. But either way, though, let's get it.
I just hate it so much. I'm missing like my family's functions, birthdays, all the graduations.
Call me savage, but or heartless, whatever you want to call me, but Tammy Slaton right now is getting teary-eyed because she's in hospital, she's in rehab, and the rest of the family is obviously, being a family, right? It's obviously making her feel sad. But again, hate to be the bearer of bad news, or to be the savage one, or whatever you want to call me, but you should have thought of that before you got yourself into a freaking coma. And I say that because, you see, this isn't Tammy's first rodeo with her weight loss journey. She has been playing with her weight loss journey for years. She has been playing and dancing with the devil for a very, very long time. What did she expect was going to happen? But do you know what the irony is though? I don't believe that this is a matter of where she's now finally feeling this per se. I think it's a matter of the fact that Amy is unable to see her as much as before. I think before, because Amy would still be by her side, she was okay to keep dilly-dallying and doing the madness that she was doing to her own freaking body. But because obviously Amy's out now, she's got her own family, she's got her own priorities, and she can't see Amy, that's what's making her feel teary-eyed. It's not the rest of the family. She's going to give a flying monkeys about the rest of the family. Let's be real. It's always Amy, and sometimes you throw engagement in it too. And listen, I get it. They've got a bond like no other. I get it, but at the end of the day, if you really cared about being there and being around your sister or whatnot for this whole time, then you would have got your butt in gear a whole long time ago. But at the same time, though, I think it's good that she's had to go through this journey without Amy actually being by her side, because this is a way of her learning independency, her learning to get things done on her own accord and for her own purposes, rather than, thinking, well, if it doesn't work, Amy's got me. The fact that she hasn't got Amy is actually a very good thing for her, if you ask me. But anyway, we continue.
There's been many times where I want to give it up, but then I'm like, no. I've never really been away from my family this long.
And like I said before, when she says family, if you ask me, she's definitely talking about Amy. Well, predominantly Amy. Oh, I mean, obviously she'll miss some with other family, of course, as well, but it is predominantly Amy herself in particular, if you dig what I'm saying.
I just want to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all.
Well, listen, man, if you ask me, it's time for Tammy to now appreciate herself and appreciate her own self-growth and appreciate the journey that she's on to become a better person, not just on the outside, but as well as also on the inside as well. Because we know that she is rotten in the inside in terms of how she treats people, despite the fact that physically she is actually rotten because of poor health. But she needs to fix everything. The physical side of the inside, the mental side of the inside, you know what I mean? And even the physical side of the outside. That's just the grand scheme of it. Just keeping it 100. Anyway, we continue. Let's see what else is to give of Tammy.
I only date thinner people, but that's only because 2 rocks don't make.
You know what though? Listen, you can come at me all you like, right? Because I know that some people there's gonna be some people that's gonna be proper touchy about this, isn't it? But the fact is though, yeah, Tammy had made a joke about it, you know what I mean? Which is my leeway. But you know, she just listen, she ain't never dated someone the same size as her until now, of course, because the guy she's with. But she likes people obviously a bit thinner than her because 2 rocks. I love the way she said 2 rocks as well, you know. I mean, just look at the freaking caption, man. But I've always wondered though, man, how do 2 big people actually get down? It's yeah. This is nothing to value to the video whatsoever, but when she started bawling about it and started talking about, listen, you won't catch me with a man my size because like 2 rocks is just not going. But of course, now we know that she's with someone her size. So, but of course, them 2 definitely have not been intimate at this moment in time. So I guess Tammy will find out later on if they continue to be together. But then at the same time, though, I can imagine Tammy ain't leaving Rehab until she's actually lost a lot of weight. So I'm assuming that guy would have had to have lost weight too. But anyway, that is here or there. But anyway, let's continue with the madness.
Yeah, you are. Your physical appearance has changed so much.
Altogether, I was around 144 pounds.
That is awesome.
When I first got here, I was over 700. Right now, I weigh 573 pounds.
That's good, man. So, well, let me not lie. I mean, the amount that she's lost from the coma and also the rehab that she's been going through, very, very good. But 500 plus pounds is still not a good number. But hey, man, baby steps. Hopefully she'll get to under 200 pounds, you know what I mean? Obviously, but she's quite short, isn't she? I mean, I think Amy's goal is 170. The doctor wants her to get to. You know what I'm saying? I think obviously Tammy will probably have to get to that as well. You know, in the end, you know, around about 150, 170. You know what I mean? But again, depends on her height as well. So yeah, but if she can get to at least under 200 pounds, that would be a big, massive win.
I could bring a picnic with me.
Yeah.
So I was able to get a turkey and some barbecue cooked.
Can we just process what's just been said here? You asked me to bring a picnic with me, so I've come and bought a barbecue. This family can't have a gathering without food.
For you, made.
I asked Chris to cook me some healthy food I love. And that's what he likes to do anyways. Hell, win-win. Why not? Gives me something.
Riddle me this, where's the healthy food? I'm not saying these sausages are unhealthy, but if Chris cooked a barbecue, we know that their barbecue is very, very suspect. And you know what though, I'm just fed up with this family, man. Like, the way they go in on time all the time, but yet they enable her anyway. And the way, just a mockery, man. Like, who, you're bringing her, she's on a weight loss journey. You talk about how proud you are of her, but then you bring her this food inside of a facility where she's going to be doing better. This family is just an abomination. And I ain't talking like, when I say an abomination, I ain't talking Hulk, Edward Norton type flipping abomination. I'm talking about She-Hulk type abomination, a freaking joke.
Broccoli cheese casserole with cauliflower rice. He made cowboy baked beans. He had turkey, sausage, ribs, pork wing. What was your favorite? All of it.
Just listening to the list of many things that he bought. Having cauliflower rice with some ribs doesn't make it healthy. And it also depends on how you've cooked the cauliflower rice as well. That is just a sound of frustration right now.
The therapist, which I hate. Me and therapists don't get along. I don't really know why. I guess because they like digging into my business.
It's funny though, isn't it? Me and the therapist don't get along because the therapist likes digging into my business. But I once upon a time started a YouTube channel with my sister. So so anyone who actually found me online could actually dig into who I am. And then not only did I do that, but then I decided to go on a TV show called The 1,000 Pound Sisters, where people can watch me even more on a larger scale and people can dig into my business even more. But then I also then opened up a TikTok account where I keep everyone in the loop of what's going on in my life so people can continue digging into my business. But then I've dated multiple people, well, not more people, I've dated people who have then put me in the limelight so people can continue digging into my business. And hold on a minute, I'm now back for a 4th installment of 1,000 Pound Sisters so people can watch me and keep digging into my life. But you know what though? I don't like a therapist, but the therapist is always digging into my business. It makes sense, doesn't it?
I went, friends here at the facility, I went and got fast food. I come very close to going and eating with them. But at the last minute, I pulled out and I said, no.
I mean, listen, that is good news. That is good news. You know what I mean? But it's crazy though. Like, they have the ability to just go and get fast food. There is no way that the guy that she's with right now, you know, there's no way that that brother's losing weight, to be honest with you. I don't see it happening, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize that there's so much leeway to just go and get some fast food here and there. Like, that's a madness. I mean, I guess we didn't do it. If you told them that they can't go get it, then you basically treat them as if they're prisoners, right? So I guess they're allowed to have a free will. I don't know, man. I don't know how it works. I've never been in these type of like situations before where I have to be hospitalized and then monitored about, you know, my health and all that kind of stuff. I just thought that they would only be able to eat what they're provided, not necessarily what they can just go and get up and go and get, you know what I mean? But
Tammy for surgery, she's going to have to be able to look at the root of some of these issues. You know, what caused her to develop a food addiction in the first place? What led her to turn to alcohol? Until she does, she's going to return to the same behaviors.
So Tammy at this moment in time is actually refusing to talk about, you know, what led her to behave the way she did in the last season of her going out, drinking, you know, all that kind of stuff, things that, you know, what was the purpose behind it? What put her in that dark space to want to do that? And right now she's flat out saying, no, I don't want to talk about it. It's a shame though, because of course, unless she goes past it, there's no point of approving for surgery. It's a fair point. Well, that is that with Tammy freaking Slaton. So I will be back again, obviously, with a part 2, and obviously the part 2 will be based on what went down with the rest of the family, obviously on the episode itself in particular. So I'll catch you guys for that one as well. But of course, please make sure you smash that subscribe button, like the video, and I'll catch you guys in the comment section. We're done, we're out, and peace.